Hey everybody, Brian here from quantlabs.net. Just wanted to go over some other stuff that's come up that might be useful for other people interested in what I'm doing in terms of services and stuff. Okay, so I've been pushing my elite membership, which is really a bunch of courses, turning into an annual subscription. It's not going to be cheap to join. If you want to learn about programming and building your own algo trading system, I still think it's probably one of the best sources out there, not just because I created it, but because I believe it. Anyways, the question came up with more from a non-programmer, and I think this should address a lot of people. So first, let me just walk you through, not walk you through, but just show you the newly redesigned site, okay? So we have here simple menus. Okay, so we have a mission statement. We have our download PDF, courses, results, blog, and login. Okay, so let's go through this. First things first. This person's asking about not interested in your courses, but more interested in your signals. Would that be within the chat group? And yes. If so, when does it go live? Little confused on how to tell if signals and analytics will be within a chat room subscription, or are there separate subscriptions for these? Or do I have to be a Quant Elite subscriber to see all this? I'm not a programmer by no means. I'm currently using the Nanex data feed right now for analysis. Appreciate your feedback. Okay, first things first. The chat room and the analytics are pretty well the same thing. I've put together a bunch of videos to show the chat room. But what I've done yesterday as part of the sale, there's actually two chat rooms, but I think it will get merged into one. I've been using Telegram for a while. So I've got a bunch of people, maybe 10, 12 people in a chat room, trying to get it active. I've invited some other people as well. I'm going to be including all my paying members to be part of this chat room. And that's going to be part of the signal system or analytics service that I've got running. In there is my daily consumption from Bloomberg, which I put up a video on. Let me just show you that. Now remember, there's audio only with the podcast, so I'm going to highlight that by reading it out. So we're right now in my Quant Labs channel on YouTube. So in there is a video I just put up called a day ago, how I get my Bloomberg news chart every day. So I walk you through that workflow to show you how I get those trading ideas. It's the best way for me to learn how to trade. I've slowed down on it just due to the fact I'm focusing more on strategy development. I only have so much time in a day. If there were more like 48 hours in a day, I'd definitely go that route, but unfortunately we have to sleep and whatnot. So that takes a lower priority. But that's where I get my new, fresh trading ideas from. So I include an analysis on that as part of this membership. I used to make it kind of free, but I'm just saying screw it. Everybody, only paying members get access to that analysis. And also I include some links for that as well. Also, as part of my strategy that I've been developing, as examples, this one, the algo forex trading strategy for Dukas copy, and a few other videos that are similar. My algo forex trading move to Windows for more memory. Videos like that is the same trading strategy. My algo trading strategy, which I've been using, which has been pretty good. It's kind of really hit and miss now, but I'm developing some preventative tactics that will prevent the bad trades. I'm also running trades and positions in development mode with Dukas copy, and I'm figuring out the right ways to take profit at a certain metric, and I'm building a whole analytics service around that, which will basically send out signals on when it's taking on a position for a currency pair and when the currency pair will come off as well. So that's a signal generation. I'm hoping to include charts with that, as well as maybe some deeper analysis. So here's the confusing part to answer this person's question. In terms of this service, which I call the subscribe or the quant analytics, the chat room, it's all, as I said, it's all the same. The signals, the analytics. I'll be building out a new marketing page once I get everything ready to prevent people from being confused. Once it's ready to go, I'll definitely going live with it and including that as part of my blog post, meaning it will be no different than a blog post you get on my blog, because I can send out messages to the blog and have it get posted automatically. So that is a definite. So you definitely can do that, and you can set up like an XML reader, maybe. I might do that as a notification service. As new signals come in, you can set up an XML reader. As long as you have a paying membership, you'll get access to the content. You can still subscribe to the XML, but you won't get the details of that analysis on the system. As I said, I'm trying to experiment with charts, indicators on the charts as they come in. Part of the chat room is I wish I was able to have a chat room where I could automatically post all this data into the chat room itself. That takes a lot of work. I've looked at a variety of different chat room services, and some of them are ridiculous. Some where they actually snoop in the chat. These are third party. A variety of these chat room services are really crappy, and as a result, I had to build my own chat room for my server, and only people that have access into the server, meaning access into the membership, will have access to that to keep it private. As I said, I've got this Telegram group that's purposely off of Facebook and anything Google, because we know about that, the snooping. Telegram is still put out by a Russian technology company, so I'm a little leery on that. But in terms of my own server, I'm pretty well the only person that's running or has access to that server. So that I know is as secure as you can get. This person asked about separate subscriptions. As I said, the chat room and the analytics will be all the same. I'll come out with further details once we get closer to that. In terms of the Quant Elite subscriber, I'm making that more all course driven. So we've got 3 courses in that. That's now going to be back at its normal price. That's going to be $2,800, I believe, as of today, really. And in the next few months, I'm hoping to actually increase it up to $4,000 a year. And now this is an annual subscription. So what I'm hoping to do is put all my private videos in there, future videos that is. That would include all my crypto stuff, all my machine learning, which is going to be a big deal over the next few months. I'm planning to use, what do you call it, TensorFlow with C++ preferably, and or Python. So that's the direction I'm definitely going, and that will also include the crypto. So here's the key to what this person says, because I've blabbed enough. I'm not a programmer by no means, but I'm currently using the Nanix data feed right now for my analysis. Appreciate the feedback. Okay, so if you're a non-programmer, that's cool. I don't know what your goal is if you're wanting to be a programmer, but if you ever come to my Shopify store, I've got a course there for hang on here, let me just see, quantlabs.store. That's off of Shopify. Now here we have these 2 courses from Dukas Copy, because I'm using Dukas Copy as my forex broker. They seem to be the cleanest of the dirty shirts. No broker out there is perfect, but except for LMAX. But for now, I'm just doing Dukas Copy because they can take you at $100 US, and we're just playing around and experimenting with stuff. So with Dukas Copy out of Switzerland, big caveat is if you're US based, you will not be able to get access to this broker. They won't take you as a customer. But if you do plan to move ahead with it, this tool is an API development for algo trading. Trading is great because I include, let me just pull it up. There's a bunch of videos in there detailed here, and I've been leveraging a lot of Redis. Redis has saved me in so many ways when it comes to working with the API with Duca's copy, whereas I don't have to worry about so much about internal memory um, arrays and stuff. It just gets really hairy very quickly, and as a result, Redis just takes away all that extra processing because I'm just pushing data into a message queue via Redis and have all the data stored in there. So I've got a variety of videos to showcase that with the positions, but I'm also planning to do that for position sizing and risk and all that. Will get stored in my Redis, and it works beautifully, and it's very, I won't say lightweight, but it's the lightest weight that I've seen. And on top of that, using Python scripting, and then of course using the Java, which is needed for the API from Duca's copy. So there's a bunch of videos here to demonstrate all of that. So if you want, you can check that out, how I do that with the current strategy that I'm working with Duca's copy and the J4X platform. This course is really good. Let me just repeat this. He's a non-programmer, okay, not a programmer. So this is really designed for other people that are non-programmers. Now again, if you are non-resident and you want to get into understanding the building blocks that goes into strategies, but don't want to deal with the programming end of things, this can be done visually through a tool from Duca's copy called Visual J4X, which enables you to design your strategy visually through a Flash app that they have, and then you can using all these different blocks and different parameters and build your strategy through that, and then be able to export the strategy, the visual representation of the strategy, and export it, and it will convert it into Java. So that's another option just to practice on how to build out these strategies. Now, let me repeat here. I did say Duca's copy is only for, or is not for US residents. That's fine. But if you want to practice on understanding the flow of working strategies visually and build them, you can still do this in a demo account and get access to the complete access through a demo account with a demo, a Duca's copy, and build out and practice your strategies and your trading ideas. It's a perfect way to do that, but just be forewarned, if you're American, you can't go live with it unless you can find a workaround to become a client of Duca's copy. So this is a little known secret that I think is fantastic for people that want to do that. Now, if you are evolving into becoming a developer with Duca's copy and the API from Duca's copy, to understand that the Java code that is converted into Java is very ugly. It's very difficult to work with. I looked at it and I just said, I'm not working with this code. So that's why I abandoned ship with this idea. But I still think it's a fantastic way for, as I said, for non-programmers to do and work their ideas and see them come to life when they work with the Duca's copy forex environment and all the CFDs that are available, again in test mode. So remember that. That's pretty impressive if you ask me. Okay, so we followed up with some other. Now, other thing I want people to understand is very important about this Nanix data feed. The owner of Nanix is not exactly, we'll call him a friend, but he this service from Nanix, as far as I know, supplies the data to IQFeed or some kind of contract arrangement. So if you are a fan of IQFeed as much as I am, this is the source that they get it from, and it's a very powerful a data source, and I've talked about this before. So if you go to IQFeed, you can get amazing set of data. So for $30, okay, fantastic deal if you ask me. So here their data sources from FXCM. You got all the major pairs, as well as there's the 10-4 option, which a lot of people don't know about. This is again for the forex, but you get this on top of your standard forex, and if you want to get access to, I think it's 40 or 50 plus data sources from other forex data providers. You can do that through this 10-4 option, and you can see all of them coming in from Argentina new peso, Denmark kroner spot, blah blah blah. I mean, you're getting other access to other currencies that you wouldn't get through typical exchanges like Dukas copy, but you still got to find venues to trade those exotic currency pairs through. But you can get access to this through the 10-4 option, and I don't know the pricing, if it's $25 or $50 extra. It's a pretty good arrangement for the price. Okay, so let's get back to more queries. All right, so thanks for the interest as I'm moving this strategy with more profitable exit. Okay, so I believe, this is what I said. So thanks for as I'm trying to improve this strategy, which I'm trying to do, get the exits better, I'm hoping to get the signals working within a week. Now, we know about software, that week could turn into months, who knows. It is just, depends on getting more consistent winning trades, which I'm getting more. I've been experimenting more, and I've gotten more conditions that will minimize the losses. As they can be posted with my chat room, but they cannot get posted. As I said earlier, they can be posted with my chat room, but they can also get posted as a regular blog post in the membership. They cannot be posted. These signals are intended for known programmers like yourself. As you know, I'm using Dukas copy for now, but have access to IKEFeed, which is the same source as Nenex, I believe. That's what I just said. So this person says, "I'll keep an eye on the blog for when the signals go live. Your forex trading is doing well with poor entries." This is correct, but we are working on that to get the exits to have more profitable exits. But you have to sharpen out better exits. Sounds like exactly. Also look forward to seeing how your development in the crypto universe goes. That's another world that I'm looking at. I just did a video on which package I like, which is a CCXT in Python. Could you make a video when the signals go live? Like to see the setup and the service, etc. Okay, so what I did was I made this video here yesterday, just for people that are watching. I made this video. Oh, it's called Algo Forex Trading Strategy Tools for Dukas Copy J Forex with Redis NoSQL. So in this video, I showcase all the tools. Now remember that this strategy has been moved to Windows for more memory. I just think that my Windows system is adequate. Point is, I'm able to watch 40 instruments with it, but it's still, when I run it through the night, it just runs into all kinds of crazy multi-threading problems with bars and other things getting queued up. But still, strategy stays running, but it becomes very inefficient. So as a result, and that's on a 14 gigabyte hardware PC and on Windows 10. So I'm planning to get a new server. I'm hoping in the next month. I'm looking at maybe 48 gig or 64 gig. I may run it in Windows or Linux, yet to be determined. But once you're at that level of 64 gig, you don't have to worry about these number of instruments. And in summary, the Redis can handle it. That's all local. And on top of that, if this strategy works out with the Forex, I can start adding on down the line, getting access to CFDs for all my currency, for my commodity and other interesting things. I think will be a big deal early next year in 2018 for commodities and some indices as well. So do recognize that and take note. Okay, so as I said about the video, yes, the JForex platform strategy I'm working on in Java, in JForex, works with Redis, and I've already talked about the reasons why. So that's the exciting thing about all of this for that. So this is the direction we're going in. There's going to be two, I guess, memberships or subscriptions. One for the courses, pretty pricey. If you can deal with it, great. If not, don't worry about it. And then there's the the subscription on a monthly basis as well, which I'll start up once we get the, well, it's already existing, but the signals in the chat room will be all part of that. And as well, as I said, I'll throw you a life access to the Telegram group as well. And we got some pretty good people in that group. All right, so that's about it. Hopefully I've answered some questions, and we shall talk to you later.